internet voice of the Shawnee State Bears, Shawnee Sportsnet. Shawnee Sportsnet is a production of the Sport Management Program at Shawnee State University in Portsmouth, Ohio.
With Shawnee State head coach Fred Limas as the Bears entertain IU East. And coach, want to go back to Saturday for a minute at Brescia. A lot of things went right for you, man. Let me hit you with some stats. I know you've already seen these before, but man, 40 points in the paint, 18 turnovers. You got 28 points off those turnovers, 54 points off the bench. You shot 48%, or excuse me, 50% from the field, 51% from the field. You're averaging 46 for the year. You shot 48% from behind the arc. You're 31% for the year. Tell me about Brescia.
I mean, it was the first game that we played together. First game that we just had a total game. Like, we've been waiting to play like this for a long, long time. Just to have everything, just a total defensive game, a total offensive game, a total bench game, a total game that we just stuck together the East, and then boom, then you have a game on Saturday against St. Mary's in the Woods. So, we take it game by game, and just go from there.
You say, based on the Brescia, you're happy with where you're at right now going into those last four?
Yeah, I mean, every game is different. That's the thing. Every game is different. You got to prepare the same way. You got to be, got to be ready to go. I mean, one thing about the team, we're always going to be prepared. That's the one thing. How we come out and play is going to be a whole different thing, but we're going to be prepared. We're going to know our matchups. We're going to know what they run. We're going to know how we're going to attack them. So are we going to follow a game plan? I think it's a point now where we should know, the players should know, the coaching staff, how we do things. So, we prepare. You step out there, you play, you give your best efforts, and then you live with the results at the end of the game.
Fair to say you're on the right trajectory, but you haven't peaked.
Not at all.
All right, Coach. Good luck tonight against IU East. We'll look forward to talking to you after the game.
Thank you.
And
Appreciate
we'll be
it.
back with the starting lineups of tonight's game after this timeout.
We are champions of character.
You're listening to the internet voice of the Shawnee State Bears, Shawnee Sportsnet. Shawnee Sportsnet is a production of the Sport Management Program at Shawnee State University in Portsmouth, Ohio.
I just saw I had audio on that. And hopefully we're on now, folks. We apologize for the technical difficulties we had with the audio stream. That's why we had to reset the video stream. But we got Anna and OJ on with me. You can't hear me? Bears up 6-3 in the early going. Red Wolves foul is on number 3, Kyle Tolbert. Jerry on Mayo to the free throw line. First shot up and good. Bears up 7-3. Yes, 10. Toby Billups. A drive shot no good by Landers, and he's going to be fouled. Looks like maybe they're going to get Jason Steele on the foul. His first, team third of the period.
Hey guys, I'm back.
The trio's back.
Technical difficulties galore tonight. Apologize for that, folks. We're just starting lineups at a break. Jeremiah Landers to the line. 67% free throw shooter on the year. First shot is up and splash. Speedy Payne into the game for Jerrion Mayo.
Also, Anna was showing me that the last game they played, score was 105 to 102.
Yeah, in overtime.
Yeah, so you can say that this team probably thinks that they have a shot against them.
Well, we'll talk about that when we get a break. We'll talk about the permeations and the implications of this game on the standings when we get a break. Since we lost our pregame. Second shot also good. 10-7, Shawnee State. Speedy Payne. Guarded by Landers. All the way in Steele, loses it out of bounds. They're going to say it went off of IU East and will stay with Bears with 14 on the shot clock. Got a time on the floor. Not sure what the now, whatever they've, I don't know. I don't know what that was about, that breaking the action, but we're going to get back underway. Shawnee inbound on their own baseline. That's what I thought initially when they came over to the bench, but that apparently was not it. The board finds Speedy Payne. Speedy Payne in the lane. Fadeaway jumper off glass, no good. But there's Tony Webb Jr. underneath, waits for the traffic to go by, up, and he's going to get mugged going up. Foul is going to be on Terrell Jewell. Tony Webb Jr. to the line. 71 for the free throw shooter on the year. Shawnee up by 2.
Hard to deal with his size.
He's a low down low, that's for sure. First shot is up and good. 11-8 Bears. Second shot by Webb. Comes up short this time. 11-8 Shawnee. Toby Billups working against Reese DeBoard.
Ball out there.
Down in the lane, up glass, no, and they're going to cut the foul body. Going to get Tony Webb Jr. on the foul. And Kyle Tolbert will be going to the line.
And I also want to say, I think Keontae, when they set that pick and roll that high up, I don't think he really needs to show that much.
averaging giving up 84.9 points per game.
There you go.
So a lot of those losses.
For you.
Teams met earlier in the season. Bears came out on top of 105-102 overtime win in Richmond, which is where the Shawnee State women are tonight. See if we can catch up with how they're doing. But big time for the men. Men can clinch the division with a win tonight. Win tonight and a win on Saturday against St. Mary of the Woods, and they would clinch the tournament and the national tournament bid. Fred's thinking about one game at a time, I'll tell you that. That man is focused. Into El Seeger. Seeger. To go, goes off to Jason Steele. Lobs down to Tony Webb Jr. underneath and lay in as the shot clock is running down. Tony Webb Jr. with the bucket, 13-10 Bears. It's Toby Billups. Guarded by Seeger. Half court. To Johnson. This is Tolbert. Back to Billups. Tolbert in the lane. Reverse layup. No, but the follow in is going to be good by Terrell Jewell.
And they've had a lot of second chance opportunities. I feel like they got a couple offensive rebounds.
They actually have 3 offensive rebounds as of now. Right now it appears to be 3 second chance.
Speedy Payne off to Tony Webb Jr. Bounce to El Seeger. Seeger on the drive, goes up and for the reverse layup. And they're going to say he stepped on the baseline and turnover.
Yeah, I think you should have passed that back out.
It's going to be the second turnover for the Bears on the night.
(12) Shawnee. This is Landers against Steele. Off to Johnson. Billups from the wing for 3. Yes, no good, and that's going to be a foul, and he's going to go to the line for 3, courtesy of El Seeger. Trino Glover will come in as well as Amadou Ah for Shawnee.
And Billups is averaging 9 points a game, but in the game against Shawnee State, he actually had 23 points.
There you go.
Hey.
He can
Just
tie the game.
something to keep an eye on.
I'm about to say, how many points has both teams scored? Somebody had a career high.
A lot of someone's actually.
3 free throws coming to Billups. He makes the first one. We've got a tie game again, 13-13. Second shot up. It's also good. Red Wolves up by 1. As Glover and Amadou Ah check in. Tony Webb out. And El Seeger out.
I'm going to shout out Glover real fast because he had 13 points against Brescia.
Big win on Saturday against Brescia. Brescia struggling a little bit this year. Their free throw is also good, and it's Red Wolves by 2. Payne up to Keontae. Back to Speedy Payne. Contact front, nope. There's Payne down low. Pass. That gets thrown out of bounds. That's going to go back to the Red Wolves.
He was up in the air, didn't have.
Yeah, then got to Glover, but Glover, that was Glover's feet. Reese DeBoard checking back in for Shawnee State. He's going to take Speedy Payne to the bench. Bears trailing by 2, 15-13. Landers.
I like that the Bears are applying a little bit of pressure.
Billups.
Ooh, that could have been
out to Johnson. Johnson on the drive all the way in, off glass. No, rebound, Vino Glover. Keontae on the wing. He's cut off. Keontae looking for somewhere to go.
I'm about to say that height difference.
Glover on the other side for 3. Yes, for 3. Glover ends up on the floor. Coach Limas wanted a foul, didn't get it, but it's a 16-15 Shawnee State lead.
All right, Vino.
Coach said in pregame, Vino's been playing better and is going to get some more playing time.
Yeah, I haven't seen him play in a while.
This is Tolbert on the drive in the lane. he took several steps in there. Didn't get a call for that. Ooh. Glover to Keontae. Glover all the way in. Okay. Crossover step, no, but there's Keontae underneath. Glover with the rebound, no, good. And there's going to be a held ball, I believe, which will belong to IU East. Boy, missed opportunity there, right? A 2-on-1.
Yeah.
Missed layup. 2 missed shots down there. So held ball will go back to IU East. Caleb Marr checking in for IU East in place of Billups. Pardon me, Billups.
I'll say we got a lot of good bench involvement so far today. Our bench been alive and active.
And from the tip, too, as soon as Keontae won that, the bench was engaged.
I can mention that against Brescia, which was a blowout win, there were 50 points off the bench for Shawnee State. 50 of their 99 points were off the bench.
It did go off of him, but hey, we had a better angle than that ref did.
He didn't ask us. I don't know why they're not asking. We'd help them out if they just give it. And we got a timeout on the floor. Let's go over those standings real quick. Going into tonight, we're getting down to nitty-gritty the last 2 weeks of the season. East Division has Shawnee at 12-0, Rio Grande 7-4, Midway at 7-4. Rio Grande and Midway have a makeup game Thursday night. So they both have 3 games this week for that second position. West Virginia Tech is in third place, technically fourth place, 6-6 in the East Division. Kentucky Christian 4-8. IU East brings up the rear in the East Division at 3-9. West Division, IU Kokomo 10-2. They lost to Midway over the weekend. IU East and IU Southeast can be second at 8-4. St. Mary of the Woods 5-7. Brescia 5-7. Oakland City 4-8. IU Columbus 0-12 on the season. Tonight's action, I'm trying to know where my throat's going. In addition to our game, Kentucky Christian is at Midway. IU Southeast is at IU Columbus. St. Mary of the Woods is at Kokomo. Brescia is at Oakland City. And West Virginia Tech is at Rio Grande.
I said, Doc, it's just 3 games. They young. They can do it.
I don't know. They had to with the weather a couple weeks ago. And that first storm that came through a couple weeks ago, they postponed their game. So
I believe the Shawnee State women had a couple weeks where they played 3 games a week.
Early on.
Yeah. At 18, I was playing every day.
Down low, going to get the foul. Duel with the bucket. And the foul's going to go on Keontae. It is going to go on Keontae. So IU East back up 17-16 and a free throw coming to Terrell Jewell.
Keontae's second foul of the evening.
Damon Charles had to check back in for Shawnee State. Free throw rattled home by Jewell. It's a 2-point lead, 18-16 for the Red Wolves.
This is an interesting lineup right here. I don't think I've ever seen this.
Glover, Steele, DeBoard, Amadou Ah, and Damon Charles. Yeah, that's a different look, that's for sure. But they Keontae out with those 2 fouls early on, though. DeBoard. Down low, gets Damon Charles, gets the traffic going by, he lays it up. Can't get it to fall. Rebound IU East. Wow. Wait for the traffic to go by, couldn't close out the layup. And they're off of the foot, and that's going to be unlucky because that was off of IU East, but then off of Damon Charles, and it stays with the Red Wolves as Jerrion Mayo checks back in for Shawnee State. Ashton Johnson and Kobe Watson in for IU East. Tolbert and Landers to the bench for the Red Wolves. Johnson inbound under their own goal. And that was lost off the leg of Jewell and out of bounds. They'll go back to Shawnee State. To Damon Charles.
It ain't there.
Reese DeBoard for 3. Splash. Shawnee by 1, 19-18.
And way to not force it, because they wanted to get it to steal.
Mikey Johnson. Working against Jewel. Up to Landers. Crashing, no. Jewel with rebound underneath. He goes up and he's blocked by Steele and taken away by Reese DeBoard, who doesn't have numbers, but he's, wow. And that was a tackle on the play, I believe, by Ashton Johnson.
And they barking.
They're going to double tech, I think.
Yeah.
Are they going to double tech?
I think so.
They call a double technical on that. That was a block by Ashton Johnson. There was contact there, and then a little jawing back and forth. So we'll see what happens. Bears up by 1. They're going to sort this out. It looked like the one official was going to call a double tech. Yeah. Anna. It certainly has looked. I was reading the lips, and yeah.
Which I know the comments have been hammering, saying we're pro home team, which of course, but I don't think officials did anything.
I couldn't hear what the board said, though. He could have. I wasn't standing right there.
Officials are looking at the video, courtesy of Seth Buda.
I will say, I don't think.
Yeah, I couldn't see what he said.
Yeah, I couldn't hear what he said, but I didn't see him signal anything.
There's got to be the foul on 2.
Yes.
At least has to be the foul on Ashton Johnson, I think, minimally. He initiated that contact initially, and then what goes on beyond that. And it looks like the way the other official is, they're not going to. He's looking like they're going to take it on the sideline, so they're not going to call the double tech. Just call the common foul on Ashton Johnson and Shawnee's ball on the far side, is what it looks like to me.
I'm cool with that.
Yeah, I'm all right with that too. They just cooled them off a little bit because they're getting a little chippy. Little chippy here.
Hey, well, they know what's on the line.
You got the top of the division, the bottom of the division. IU's fighting for their lives. You know, they've got a lot to play for, trying to make the tournament. So that's second foul, third foul on Ashton Johnson already. He's out. They just changed it. There's Reese DeBoard. Jerrion Mayo in the lane. Fadeaway jumper. Mayo, yes. 21-18 Bears. Billups. Up to Moore. Moore on the drive, up glass. Cannot get it to fall. Rebound taken by Jason Steele.
And Jason and Charles both had phenomenal box outs there that allowed that rebound to happen.
Steele changes directions and gets fouled by Kobe Watson. The 15th foul of the period. Bears already on 7, so Red Wolves will be shooting 1 in the bonus for the balance of the quarter semester. Boy, period. How about that? Half.
And speaking of Watson, Doc, he averages 5.3 points per game, but he had 21 against Shawnee last game.
Yep. Down low, Damon Charles. Waits for the traffic to go by, lays up, and still misses a layup. There's Amadou who goes up, and he's going to get fouled, I think, by Toby Billups from behind. I'm not sure. The lid's on the bucket for Damon Charles.
Yeah, there have been quite a few missed layups for the entirety of Shawnee, if I'm being completely honest.
Damon Charles just laughing because he's missed some bunnies down there, man.
I know. He literally tried to practice bunny and missed that.
he missed one at the double clutch, missed it again. Timeout on the floor, 9:46 to play. First half, 21-18 Shawnee State. Do we have any report on the women? That's what I want to check on.
Yes. IU East is up against Shawnee State 23-17.
Ouch.
At the end of the first quarter, the Red Wolves were up 20-15.
In the second quarter.
Second quarter, it's been 2-3 in favor of the Red Wolves.
Bears women bitten by the injury bug this year. Pretty bad. Skylar Kessler, obviously ACL injury back in December. Lauren Hawthorne has been out with a concussion since the 24th of January. And then we lost Janiyah Chambers last week to a broken leg against Rio. So she was a starter. It's just been tough going. Bears are clawing for a home playoff game, and if they lose that one, that's kind of slipping away.
The women have 7 turnovers.
Ouch. Amadou Ah to the line for a pair of free throws. First one is up and no good. Soft touch, but rattled around and bounced out. One more coming to Ah. Shawnee by 3, looking to add to it. Both teams now in the bonus for the rest of the half. Second shot by Ah is good. Shawnee 22-18. Colbert. Off to Landers. Billups. Billups with 3 gets the shot blocked by Mayo.
Billups,
There's 3 on 2. DeBoard kicks out to Mayo. All the way on the drive. He goes up and gets knocked out of his hands. DeBoard with the ball.
A hard angle to see over here.
It really was. Hard to think there wasn't contact down there, but
I thought he was going to shoot that 3 after his pump fake.
DeBoard, 10 on the shot clock. DeBoard kicks it out to Amadou Ah. 6 on the shot clock. Off from the wing, no good. Tipped out of bounds. That's going to be off of Shawnee and out of bounds, and it will go back to IU East, I believe. It does.
Right now, IU East with their 18 points, 9 of those points have come from free throws. They're currently 9 of 10 from the free throw line.
There you go.
So we keep them in the game by fouling.
Toby Billups all the way in. Cut off. It's out to Tolbert. Tolbert spins in the lane. From the elbow, Tolbert, yes. It's a 2-point game, 22-20. Reese DeBoard. DeBoard spins in the lane, down low. Not looking for the pass. It was a really good pass. Wasn't looking for it. Goes off him out of bounds.
But I'll say when you that close to the basket and the paint, you got to shoot that.
Yeah.
I'm not expecting you to pass it.
Turnover back to IU East. Keontae Williams going to check back in. Mayo out. Speedy Payne back in. Keontae comes in at the next break. Landers to Billups. Toby Billups on the wing. Shawnee by 2. Moore. Billups. Landers on the left side. Back up to Moore. This is Billups. Down low. Tolbert down low. And can't get it to fall. Rebound by Damon Charles. That's a tough break there. Rolled around the rim, didn't go in. This happens to them too. This is Steele. Steele in off glass. No, can't get it to fall. Looking for foul, didn't get the contact. This is Billups. Kicks it out to Moore. Was cut off quickly. There's Billups for 3 from the top of the key. Yes. Red Wolves by 1. Reese DeBoard. And they're going to call an offensive foul.
They got Damon Charles on that.
They got Damon Charles on the offensive foul. Yep, so no shooting. 8th team foul of the period on the Bears. So Damon Charles comes out. He's had a kind of rough start here to this first.
And I'll say IU East, they're just playing solid basketball.
Yeah, they are.
Like, I ain't going to say that it's anything spectacular, but they just playing solid, basketball all around the board.
They have a 1-point lead, 23-22. This is Toby Billups. Going to Caleb Moore. Back to Billups. Moore for long range for 3. Yes! Knocks it down. Long 3. Red Wolves up by 4.
It's almost like we're playing their game.
It kind of feels that way. We're not in our game, that's for sure.
No.
Speedy Payne kicks it to Amadou Ah. Down low to Tony Webb Jr. Working down off. Little baby hook. No, can't get it to fall. Rebound, Red Wolves. There's a block down low, and Jason Steele comes up with it. I think they're going to all held the ball. If that is the case, it will go to Shawnee State as El Seeger checks in for Reese DeBoard.
Reese is actually the leading scorer for Shawnee State right now. He's got 7.
Who is?
And 3 rebounds.
Oh, really?
Actually, the leading scorer on the day.
Mike Johnson checking in, and Jeremiah Landers checking out for IU East. Payne loses the handle on the ball and turns it over. That follows from a double dribble, and there's a block. And they're going to call a goaltend on Tony Webb Jr. Give the points, so it's going to be a 28-22.
That was a very late call, though.
It was, but Payne just lost a handle on the ball. Turnover.
I thought it was goaltend too. It was just late.
28-22 Red Wolves by 6 over Shawnee State. Speedy Payne. Guarded by Moore. This is off to Jason Steele. He's been very quiet. Steele trips, almost loses the handle on it. Steele, top of the key, jumper no good. But there's Tony Webb Jr. for the rebound and puts it in. Bears trail it by 4, under 6 to play first half. Kobe Billups looking against Payne. Billups kicks it back out. Tolbert. Back up to Moore. Gets it picked off by Seeger. Seeger all the way in. Going to go off glass. Yes, and he's going to get and they're going to call an offensive foul on El Seeger. Wow. I thought he was going to get the and one. They call an offensive foul on El Seeger.
I didn't feel like he was necessarily out of control.
Well, he's on the ground right now, so I don't necessarily.
I don't know.
He could be flopping. I don't know. It could be true, but the ref definitely had a better angle than me.
So that is a tough call. It looks like the Bears are going to get 2 and possibly and 1. They call the offensive foul, so wipe off the bucket. And they're going to look at. Seth is ever going to look at replay. They called it an offensive foul.
Yeah, they did.
I mean, clearly they called an offensive foul.
Well, they definitely just saw something that we couldn't really see from our angle.
Regardless of the fact, that could have helped a spark in us because we ain't.
It should be. I was thinking there was going to be a goal and an and one.
That's what I would have assumed, and actually, those would have been L's first points on the night. And that's actually incredibly uncharacteristic. He's actually leading Shawnee State in points per game with 11.7 points per game.
They're getting another look at it. From my recollection of the play, only get one look. I didn't see an offensive foul on that one, but
I wasn't looking too hard, if I'm being honest. I just kind of made an assumption that it would be a defensive foul, so I wasn't looking to see if L was in control. I didn't see anything flagrant from my end, but I also wasn't watching super close.
Officials are now talking it over what they just saw on video. If they change their minds after looking at the replay. Because as it stands, it was an offensive foul on El Seeger. And we'll see what they come up with. 5:35 to play. Bears trail it by 4. I tell you, IU East, for the team that's last in the division, they're not playing like it. They're and Coach Limas knows they got the target on their back. 12-0, they got the target on their back, but IU East has come out not playing like.
Well, IU East, I believe, is a significantly better team than their record reflects.
Yeah,
I
and
think
I'll say, even when they played Shawnee, they didn't lose by much to where they probably feel like they can play with us. And
I mean, they took it to overtime, and
yeah.
they had Watson with 21 points, Billups with 23, and on Shawnee State's end, Mayo had 27, Keontae had 26, and Daniel Rosenberg had 18 in that game. Okay.
They're going to call a flagrant on L? Is that what I just heard?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, there might have been something after. He might have extended an elbow or something. I didn't really get a good look at it. I don't think we had a great angle.
So they got free throws coming.
This feels like the women's game last week with Janila and that flagrant.
Yeah. Moore makes the first one. It's IU East by 5. Maybe this will fire up the Bears a little bit, huh?
Maybe.
Second shot all rattles in.
Something got to wake us up.
I do wish we had a way for us to get a second view of that, because I would like to see what they saw in that.
I would also.
Have Steph bring it up here.
Yeah.
IU East by 6.
Might as well, right?
IU East by 6, and they have the ball now. So big turn of events there. Bears thought they maybe have a goal and an and one to come within 1. Now they're down 6, and IU East with the ball.
Sounds like the bench is into it a little bit. I can hear them chanting.
Billups on the wing, loses the handle on it, comes back down with it, throws it up front to Moore. Mikey Johnson on the wing, 9 on the shot clock. Mikey Johnson down low.
Good move.
And Tony Webb Jr. with the block.
Good block, too, but that was a good move.
It was a nice, clean block. Seeger. Speedy Payne on the wing to Amadou off for 3. Yes. Bears within 3, 30-27. Billups. Billups guarded by Speedy Payne. This is Billups. Down low. On the Jewel, and what are they going to call?
They're going to get Tony Webb on that foul, I think. They did.
They did get Tony Webb Jr. on the foul, yep, and there are going to be free throws coming, 1-on-1. And after this timeout on the floor, he's not crazy about the call. It's very physical down there. I'll say it's been physical. And
has been very physical.
I don't know about the jawing, but it seems like earlier it was like a few minutes ago it was kind of getting chippy.
Yeah. Wait, you could have called that either way. I'm not mad at the foul. I probably would have called it a jump ball, but he didn't have a ball completely.
That is actually the 10th foul on Shawnee State, so it'll be the double bonus coming to IU East out of the timeout.
These will be free throw attempts number 13 and 14 for the Red Wolves in just the first half. Shawnee State has attempted 6.
And how many free throws have they made?
11. They're 11 of 12 for 91.7%. Shawnee State is 4 of 6 for 66.7%. Both teams have done a relatively decent job of taking care of the basketball. Shawnee State's got 5 turnovers, and the Red Wolves have only 4. But nothing too crazy there. Shawnee State has 4 blocks. Red Wolves have 1.
How many turnovers do we have?
We have 5. IU East has 4.
4:31 to play here, first half. Shawnee trailing it by 3. A double bonus coming to Jewel. Second foul on Tony Webb Jr.
And you know, one thing, I feel like we haven't got a lot of those fast break points that we usually get.
No. Jewel to go up by 4. He will not get this one off the back of the rim.
Ball don't lie.
Jewel just a 54% free throw shooter on the year. The odds are with him on this one. Second shot by Jewel is good. Red Wolves by 4, 31-27. This is El Seeger.
Oh, I'm about to
and
say.
he's going to foul by Toby Billups.
He was holding.
That'll be foul number 8, and Bears will go to the line for one of the bonus. Second foul on Billups. 8th on the Red Wolves. But Seeger will go to the line for a pair of free throws. Seeger for free throws comes up short.
And he's an 88% free throw shooter.
Yep.
Oh, dang.
Almost a steal by Awe. Billups. Going away, out of bounds. It's going to go back to Shawnee State.
Something that has absolutely nothing to do with the
I think
actual.
that might be back on them, because I think the other ref said that he tipped it.
It kind of looked like it was tipped to me, but they're going to stay. They're going to stay with it.
Oh, okay.
I thought it got deflected.
What you was about to say?
Something that I noticed I really appreciate about IU East, their numbers are 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and number 14. I don't know. I just noticed that while doing my stats. And
Who does that?
I thought that was kind of fun. I don't know. It's kind of unique.
Boring.
I like it.
Amadou Awe off to Seeger. Seeger on the wing, 9 on the shot clock, down to Tony Webb Jr. Down underneath, looks for traffic to go by and lays it in. He will now get the and one. I'll give Tony some credit. He does the pump fake.
Yeah.
He gets the guys in the air and waits for the traffic to go by. He's got the pump fake down. Bears down by 2, and Tony Webb Jr. try to bring him within 1 as Deshaun Shows checks in for his first time. 6'10" freshman from Middletown, Ohio. So Bears trail it by 2. Tony Webb can bring him within 1. Shot is up and no off the back of the rim. Ball goes out of bounds off of IU East and a break for Shawnee State. Missed free throw by Webb, but the ball goes out of bounds back to the Bears. And now a timeout on the floor by IU East with 3:51 to go first period. 31-29 Red Wolves.
As a team, Shawnee State is a 77.4% free throw shooting team. Tonight they are 50%, 4 of 8.
Yeah.
So a lot of missed opportunities left on the board for them.
Shout out to cheerleaders.
Absolutely.
Or not.
We'll read off the names at some point. Yes, thank you to our incredible cheerleaders. I know they work so hard.
Shout out Michelle Bowman, too.
Yeah, she does a great job. We got the blue and white palms today.
We need a segment. Shout out those cheerleaders.
We do. We should record one.
Or maybe that can be Doc's next halftime, too.
Yeah. Also, quick update on the women. The score is 46-44 in favor of the Red Wolves.
Coming back. Out front, out by Jason Steele. Off to Tony Webb Jr. This is Amadou Awe. Speedy Payne on the drive. Kicked out to Seeger. Loses the handle on it. Kicks out front to Amadou Awe, who thought he was going to spot for 3. Top of the key, spots, no good. Rebound IU East. They're looking for a foul, didn't get anything. Another missed free throw out of bounds. We'll go back. Missed layup. I thought it was partially blocked.
I think they got a hand on it.
Yeah, I think it was partially blocked. Stays with the Red Wolves. 24 on the shot clock. Johnson against Awe. On the drive, stops in the lane with the right hand. Yes, knocks it down. Goes back up by 4, 33-29 as we come up on 3 minutes to play in the period. Payne. On the wing to Awe, back to Payne. Back Awe for 3 from the wing. Yes! Shawnee trails it by 1. She did. That was nothing but net. Bears trail by 1, 33-32. Mikey Johnson. Backdoor pass. He stepped on the line, I believe. Yes, he did. We'll call it. Jameer Ajibade in the game. Stepped on the line. Ajibade? No, I'm sorry, wrong. Sean Chose. My bad. Ajibade is in the game. Seeger for 3, long way. Yes, and he's going to get fouled shooting a 3. Bears up by 2, and he'll get 1 to go.
And those are El Seeger's first points on the night.
Fouls on Jeremiah Landers. No, they got called Jewel? I thought they called Landers on that one. There it is. They did. The first foul on Jeremiah Landers. So Bears back up by 2. And El Seeger fouled on the three-pointer. We'll get 1 more. Shot is up, and this is good. Bears by 3. Mikey Johnson. Covered by Amadou Ah. Johnson. Steele went for the steal. Did you get it? Shows.
I wonder how many times he's heard that.
Mikey Johnson on the wing. Cut off. 10 on the shot clock. Mikey Johnson working against Speedy Payne. 8 on the shot clock.
Uh-oh.
Speedy Payne picks his pocket all the way in against Shows off glass. Yes!
Good lay.
He gets the lay-in. Bears by 5.
And with the left.
That's what you get, the steal, the turnover, and the lay-in. That's Bears basketball right there, guys.
Indeed.
Coming up on a minute and a half to play. Bears by 5. Mikey Johnson, block from behind. Off to Seeger on the way in, lays it in. No, but there's underneath. He goes up, no foul, and they're battling around, and Mikey Johnson comes up. No contact, no foul called.
Well, by the time Amadou tried to put it back up, it was all 5 of them back.
Now they're going to call foul on Speedy Payne, probably. They did get Speedy Payne. I'm kind of amazed all the contact down on the other end there wasn't anything called, but you know, it is what it is. That'll be 2 free throws now coming to Mikey Johnson. And they got a technical on Speedy. Technical on Speedy Payne. So that hurts. Bears up by 5, but they're about to get 4 free throws now coming to.
I guess they don't like the drawing.
Yeah, but we could have guessed that early into the game when they threatened the double tech.
Yeah, really.
You would think that you would have think that the Bears would have adjusted to that.
Should have been alert to that.
I ain't gonna lie, that's been our MO all season. We play, but we also talk too.
So
and that
free
can hurt you
coming.
in a close game.
Bears lead it by 5, but here's
need
Mikey
to
Johnson to line that sinks number 1. Mikey Johnson, an 84% free throw shooter on the year. It's a 4-point game. Johnson with the second one, he makes that as well. It's a 3-point game.
But I will say with the
and
Bears,
2 more free throws
when
coming.
Stuff like this happens, we play harder.
2 more free throws coming on the double bonus. This is Mikey Johnson again. Going to stay up there for 2 more. So 4-point trip down the floor with 1:12 to go. The Bears cruising. I think can't cruising. They're up by 5. But then the foul and the tech.
And sort of what like Anna was talking about, a lot of these free throws is helping them stay in the game.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I want to say like probably half the points came from free throws.
Back to a 2-point game, and now it's a 1-point game.
And that just negated El Seeger's 4-point play, which was exciting to watch.
Bears by 1, 38-37. Seeger off to Amadou Ah. Back to Jeremiah Mayo. Mayo, long distance 3. No, comes up short. He'll get his own rebound. Spots up again for 3, and this time is true. Bears back up by 4, 41-37, under a minute to play. We're at 44 seconds.
Right when he got that ball, his eyes went straight to the hoop.
Yep, he got his own rebound. There's nobody guarding him. He just took a step up, 2 steps closer, and sunk it.
The mark of a good shooter is realizing what you did wrong the first time and fixing it. If you notice, he was a little bit short that second time. He nailed it. Or that first time, he nailed it.
He's also 2 steps further out with the first one. He was,
but he adjusted properly.
Underneath, tip down, and there's Mikey Johnson with the rebound all the way in. And swatted away by Tony Webb Jr.
Tony got a couple blocks this game.
And there's a three knocked down by Kyle Tolbert. It's 1 point game, under 10 seconds to play. Bears got to go. They weren't looking at the clock. Here's Mason Steele. He stops and pops for three at the buzzer. Yes! And that's how the Bears will end it. A three-pointer at the buzzer, right before the buzzer, maybe with 2 seconds to go.
I think I saw about 1.2 up there. All right.
But that bucket hasn't been not rung up yet. It's 44-40, I believe.
I would agree. I think he definitely got that off. He turned around, celebrated, and then the buzzer went off.
I don't think there's any doubt that he got it out before the horn.
Oh, yeah.
But they're looking at it anyway. But
I wonder if they're looking at to see if it's a 2 or 3, maybe. I don't know what else they would be reviewing, because that was clearly before the buzzer.
It clearly was. There was, like you said, I think I saw 1.2 on the clock.
He turned around before the buzzer went off.
He was high-fiving, and shot clock still ain't off yet.
Whether they're deciding whether it was A, before the buzzer, or a 2 or a 3.
Yeah,
so
I don't.
Two things they could be looking at.
Well, I'll go ahead and start reading statistics while we figure this out. Shawnee State is leading. Not 100% sure on the score at the moment, but leading IU East. Okay, IU East got 40 points. They're shooting 33.3% from the floor, 10 of 30. From 3, 57.1%, 4 of 7. And from the free throw line, 88.9%, 16 of 18. I'm just going to read what I have for Shawnee at the moment. Right now, it still says 41 for Shawnee State, shooting 46.9% from the floor, 15 of 32. From 3, 66.7%, 6 of 9. And from the free throw line, 55.6%, 5 of 9. Shawnee State has 5 turnovers, and IU East has 5 points off of those 5 turnovers. The Red Wolves have turned the ball over 7 times. Shawnee State has 13 points off of those turnovers. Shawnee State's out rebounding IU East 19-17. The Bears with 5 assists, the Red Wolves with 3. The Bears with 6 blocks, the Red Wolves with 1. Bears with 3 steals, the Red Wolves with 2.
So they are going to give them a 2-point shot.
Okay.
Give them a 2-point shot, so it's 43-40 at the break.
Okay, leading scorers. First, for the visiting IU East Red Wolves, Johnson with 12 points and 4 rebounds. Tolbert with 9 points and 2 rebounds. Phillips with 6 points, 1 rebound and 2 assists. Jewell with 6 points, 4 rebounds. Maurer with 5 points and a rebound and an assist. Landers with 2 points and 2 rebounds. For Shawnee State, Jerry Mayo, 9 points, 2 rebounds. Amadou Aw, 7 points, 3 rebounds. Reese DeBoard, 7 points, 3 rebounds. Tony Webb Jr., 7 points, 4 rebounds. El Seeger, 4 points. Vino Glover, 3 points, 2 rebounds. Speedy Payne's got 2 points and 2 assists. Jason Steele has 5 points and 2 rebounds and 1 assist. And then Keontae's got 2 rebounds and an assist. Charles has 1 rebound and an assist. And that's what I have for you with halftime statistics.
There we go. We will be back right around 7:08 with second half action. Shawnee leads it at the break, 43-40. Back in about 12. We are back.
Indeed.
Walter Gymnasium, Shawnee State University, Portsmouth, Ohio. Second half action between IU East and Shawnee State. Bears holding a 43-40 edge at the break. A game with implications. The Bears came in tonight's game at 12-0 in the conference, 20-4 overall, looking to clinch the division with a win tonight and can clinch the regular season conference title with a win tonight and Saturday. But let's not get ahead of ourselves, as IU East has come.
They came to play.
Came hunting bear, didn't they? They came hunting bear. They came to play as they needed to. And you can't say anything about it. They've done what they needed to do so far. Bears, hopefully, we'll see what happened in the locker room halftime. Maybe they chill out just a little bit, maybe.
Yeah. Well, I will say, towards the end of the quarter, we start playing Bears basketball.
Yeah, we got to get back into certainly got to get back into our game, or get into our game. I don't think we really were in our game the whole first half. IU East to start with the ball. Mikey Johnson will inbound to Billups, and we're on the way in the second half. Balls it, and that's going to go out of bounds and back to Shawnee State. Partially blocked. That saying is off of Shawnee, and IU East keeps it. Got a finger on it, possibly. Billups. Tolbert on the drive in, yes, with the lay-in.
Good scoop.
Get back to a one-point game, 43-42. Mayo on the drive all the way in, off glass. Yes, Jerrion Mayo.
And he did a really nice job with the placement of that ball. He got it really high up on that glass to get it over the defender.
Yes, he did. Bears by 3, 45-42. This is Billups. At the elbow, no. Shot missed by Landers. DeBoard hounded by Billups. Keontae. Trying to steal on the wing. 8 on the shot clock. Steal all the way in. Off. Gets his shot blocked. Down low. No contact. No foul. This is Johnson. Mikey Johnson in the lane. Loses the handle on it. Amadou Ah. Carlson gets it to Keontae Williams.
There go the defensive player of the week.
DeBoard. Keontae. Keontae for 3, that's off badly. Mayo got it, but stepped on the line. Yes. All the way to the rack. Shawnee by 5. Johnson working against Jerrion Mayo. Johnson. Good D by Mayo. Johnson stops at the elbow, up and nails the jumper. Leaning in. Mayo.
Slow it down.
And he's going to get fouled on the sideline by Billups.
He might have bailed him out, too.
Yep. Third foul on Toby Billups. Not quite. By Keontae, DeBoer spotted up now. There's Mayo. Head fake, Mayo up out of glass. No, gets blocked. No foul called. Bears looking for one. No, there's Mikey Johnson on the run. Down low, gets cut off. Out to Tolbert. Landers on the drive in the way. Landers fadeaway jumper. Yes, gets it to fall. It's a 1-point game.
He was able to still keep his balance off the push or the bounce off he made, or the contact that he made.
DeBoer up to Mayo. Spots for three. No, in and out. Red Wolves can take the lead on this possession. Mikey Johnson up to Caleb Moore. Long distance three. Yes!
He made one like that last half.
IU East by 2. That was a long distance three by Caleb Moore. Shawnee trails it by 2. DeBoer. All the way in. Kicks it out to Mayo from the wing for 3. No, airballs it. Steele underneath. He goes up and he will lay it in. And we've got a tie ball game, 49 all.
The Red Wolves are actually shooting above 50% from 3. They're 55.6%, 5 of 9.
This is the layup. This is Jerion Mayo. Mayo down to Keontae for the flush.
And that is Keontae's first time in the scoring column tonight. He's on the bench with a couple fouls in the first half.
Yep. Bears by 2. Mikey Johnson on the drive, right-handed, no, comes up short. With the rebound.
Push it.
Does not have numbers. He'll hold it up. Amadou I call him travel in the lane. Yeah, I got pretty obvious. Lost his balance.
Couple steps, couple hops.
He was looking for somebody to pass to and just kind of lost his balance and took the extra step. We're going to have a timeout on the floor with 14:58 to go. And Bears up 9. This is the end of the home regular season for Shawnee. I don't want to depress you, Anna, but tonight and just Saturday, because the Bears end the regular season on the road.
Yeah, I know. So, the women are back here next Tuesday.
Yep,
it's KCU.
Women will be home. Senior night for you?
I don't think I get a senior night, guys. We'll see what we could do. I don't know. Put Doc in charge of that.
We do need a family photo out of this deal.
We do need.
Probably Saturday, a family photo. Shawnee women up by 4 now in the third quarter, 61-57. Back in action Saturday, the doubleheader. St. Mary of the Woods coming in. Women at 1, men at 3. Men's last regular season home game. Women, as you mentioned, will be home with Kentucky Christian a week from tonight. Both teams at Midway on the 21st to close out the regular season. Tournament starts on the 25th.
And there's a chance that the men hosting potential. Some more games, please.
Back underway. This is Mikey Johnson. Shawnee by knocked away, taken away by Darius DeBoer. DeBoer going all the way in, and he's going to go all the way in for the layup. Gets blocked down low.
Deontay wanted him to throw it up.
Yep, he did. DeBoer took it all the way and got Aw comes up with it. DeBoard will pull it back. Now all in the lane, up off glass. No, that's a delayed call on the foul.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the right call, but that was a delay.
I think we've had games lately where there have just been some really late whistles. I mean, they're calling the correct things, just a little delayed.
Amadou doesn't miss. Oh. Has one more coming. Trying to get the Bears up by. No good on the second one.
Fantastic free throw shooting team. Tonight they're going to be under 50% unless they can hit some more.
Tolbert. It gets swatted by Keontae.
With both hands.
DeBoard to Keontae. Thought about the three.
That pivot foot actually did look like it stayed down, too.
It did.
His leg was extended all the way, but that foot stayed on that floor.
Steal. Amadou Keontae, top of the key. Spots for three. No, that was off when it left his hand, I could tell.
And the shot clock went down again.
Oh, yeah, it did.
More. Landers. Landers for three. No, comes up short. Amadou with the rebound.
Get back on.
DeBoard to Speedy Payne. Stain for three. No. And they're going to call, I think they're going to get IU East on the foul on that one. I believe.
They might get Jewel, I'm not sure.
They do get Mikey Johnson on that,
Johnson,
actually.
yeah.
And Ashton Johnson comes in, taking Tolbert to the bench.
No, I said Ashton Johnson coming in.
And Johnson has 3 fouls, I believe, right? I believe. Ashton Johnson. Speedy Payne off to Amadou
Oh.
Off glass. Yes, that's a nice move. Crossover step by Amadou Bears back up by 4, 53-49. Moore, pay attention to him. He's shown he can shoot the three. Moore stops and he's going to get fouled by DeBoard going up from the baseline. So Reese picks up his second foul.
But it's impressive. That is the first foul that we committed.
Moore, Moore is a 77.
I actually checked out the starting lineups for today.
And a timeout, IU East, as Bears have their biggest lead of the game with 8 points. It's tightened up, folks. Going into the fourth quarter is now a 2-point game in Richmond. 67-65, Shawnee over IU East as they go to the fourth.
Rakaya Prince has got 18.
Oh. Hey, well, I will say, I saw our Hopper got it.
Stepping up. Something I do want to kind of bring attention to in today's basketball game with the men is the turnover. Shawnee State only has 9 turnovers. IU East has only scored 5 points off of those, but the Red Wolves have turned the ball over 13 times, and Shawnee has 17 points off of turnovers. So Shawnee's just been able to convert off of those turnovers a little bit better.
Game.
I have a few stats today. Points in the paint. Shawnee's got 30. IU East has 14.
You said Bears leading the East Division can clinch the division tonight with a win. IU East fighting for their lives, trying to make it into the tournament. Moore to Ashton Johnson. Mikey Johnson. This is Landers on the wing. Backing down Seeger. And off glass, that's a nice shot. Jeremiah Landers. Bears by 6. L. Seeger. On the wing. DeBoard. Keontae from outside. No, off the back of the rim. Jay Steele fighting for a rebound is taken away by Jewell. Mikey Johnson. Out to Landers. Down low to Jewell off glass. No, and Keontae with the rebound. Corrals it. Jay Steele off to DeBoard.
Jewell sort of pinned him down there too deep to where he can't really get where he wanted on
DeBoard. Spots for three. No. Crashing. And it's taken away by Ashton Johnson. And there's going to be a flush down low as Jules got it away from Jerrion Mayo. It's a 4-point game again. From 8 to 4. Huh?
Yeah. On that was a really nice transition play for the Red Wolves. On that play.
Jules been out the game for them.
What'd you say?
I don't think Jules been out the game for them.
Probably.
And they're going to call the foul. They got to call it, don't they? They have to call it.
Well, I don't think he tripped on air.
They call it on Jewel. They could call it on. That's the third on Jewel. Jewel comes out of the game as Ashton Johnson. Toby Billups back in, along with Kyle Tolbert for the Red Wolves. Fourth foul of the period on the Red Wolves. Bears in down under their own goal. Jay Steele to the bench. DeBoer to the bench. Payne out there now. Amadou out there for Shawnee. Shawnee women up by 5. 8:38 to
Are passing out pom-poms.
Seeger. Keontae. Speedy Payne. Jerrion Mayo. One of the three got cut off in the lane. He gets tripped, and they're going to call him with a travel. Tripped over his own feet, apparently. And Red Wolves can cut it to 2 on this possession. Landers. They got a bench warning from one of the officials for.
He doesn't usually get worked up like that.
No, but he thought that was off. Go Bears. Again, back in action this weekend, Saturday. Both teams in action. Women at 1 o'clock, men at 3 o'clock against St. Mary of the Woods. Women at home here next Tuesday against Kentucky Christian. Men on the road at KCU.
Chandler homecoming. He probably got some people there.
IU East inbound. If we get set, looks like we're ready to go. Billups.
There was no communication
Going to call an
on
offensive foul on Tolbert, I believe. Off the ball. That'll be 4 on him. It is on Tolbert. That's 4. He comes out, and Jewell comes in with his 3. So Kyle Tolbert will take sitting on the bench with his 4th foul.
And defensively, there were 2 Shawnee State Bears who stayed on that screen and no one switched, no one covered. So I think IU East would have had an open man had it not been for that foul.
Speedy Payne off to Seeger. Seeger. Keontae from way downtown.
That's
yes! Way downtown with the 3. Shawnee bet by 9. That is the largest lead of the game. Billups against Amadou Ah. 5:45 to play in the game. Shawnee by 9. This is Moore. There's somewhere to go. Finds Landers. Moore on the wings. Spots for 3. Cannot get this one. Keontae fights for the rebound. Seeger. Skip pass over to Speedy Payne. Thought about the 3. Now he spots it up in 3. Comes up short. Taken by Landers. Mikey Johnson from the wing. Yes! And it's a 6-point game again. 66-60. 5 minutes to go in the game. Seeger from the wing. Comes up short. Rebound. Billups. Billups. Off glass. Yes, is Landers. It's a 4-point game.
That was a good take.
It was.
From 9 to 4, just like that, guys. Half to play. And a 10-second call. Wow. Turnover.
I mean, yeah, that shot clock said 19.
Yep.
And that was just a mental error.
Totally. Timeout on the floor. Costly turnover for Shawnee State, only up 4. And Coach Limas getting about as animated in a huddle as I've ever seen him.
Yeah, I've never seen this much
He's got
emotion
fire.
on his face.
He's got fire. He's got fire. Now, he's usually pretty level-headed, but this is as fired up as I've seen Coach. 425.
I mean, he knows that the Bears are better than what they're showing right now.
Absolutely.
I think for every element, from hustle to mental lapses to communication, I think they aren't playing their game.
They haven't. That huddle was about as animated as I've seen him in a huddle, because he's usually pretty level-headed.
They
Fire
got the
the Bears
fans
up.
trying to shoot pom-poms in their arm.
66-62
I
Bears.
saw them handing out pom-poms earlier. I was wondering what they were doing, but that makes sense.
66-62 Bears, 4:25 to go.
That's some good fan interaction right there.
Yeah.
We check on the women. The women are up 77-69 with 5.5 to go.
Let's go.
Torx got 16.
Hey.
Yeah.
Really like her, what she brings to the team, right?
Yeah.
She's got that mid-range jumper, fights the rebounds.
You know I love it.
She's
got a
battler.
double-double. Excuse me. She's got 16 points, 13 rebounds.
There you go. That's Kyla Torek for you.
Yeah.
She's been so steady like that all year.
She my fave for a reason.
4:25 to go. It's IU East basketball, trailing by 4. Billups inbounds to Jewell. This is Landers against Keontae all the way under. Keontae blocks it. And what are they going to call?
A really late
They call it Jason Steele foul, and they just called they teed up Jewell.
Oh, would that be?
That's a personal. That'd be 4 on Jewell. I think they got the personal on Jason Steele, but that will be 15. And the technical would put Shawnee State on the line for one in the bonus on the other end.
Well, I don't know where a foul came from on that Keontae block.
Jason, so I wonder if it was just off the ball. He pushed him or something.
Oh, they called it on Jason?
Yeah, they called it on Jason.
Well, but then they called the technical.
And then the technical,
on
which I would assume would be in response.
Five. Technical. That was only the 4th foul of the period on Shawnee State. One more for Jay Steele, and he sinks them both. It's back up to a 6-point edge. Kyle ball. Landers against Keontae up top. Phillip. Moore on the wing. Jumper, no good. Keontae with the rebound.
And I'm just kind of taking a look at these stats here. IU East actually only has 6 players who have scored tonight.
Moore hit those 2 threes and was feeling it, and he's missed probably his last 3 or 4 shots.
Well, he's got 10.
Keontae for 3 again. Yes! They're back up by 9. Keontae, 2 threes. Phillips gets it knocked away by Speedy Payne. Quick hands. Payne across the board.
Give me another one.
Keontae from the wing. No, not this time. They're on taken by Jewell. Boy, the roof would have come off this place.
You don't usually see Keontae showing them corners.
Under 4 to play. Closing in on 3 to play. There's Moore from the wing. No, he misses again. Jewell with the rebound. Guarded by Steele. Off hands. It's going to go out of bounds. Will stay with IU East. Jewell got tied up down there. They got lucky on that one because a held ball will belong to Shawnee State.
That was a good double team.
There's Kyle Tolbert checking back in with his 4 fouls, and Jewell checking out with his 4 fouls. 0-1 to play. Shawnee by 9. Timeout on the floor. Shawnee women up by 8 with 5:22 to play. 3:01 to play in our game here. 71-62 Shawnee State.
Yeah, so both teams have played 10 players tonight. IU East has 6 players who have scored. Shawnee State has 9.
Bunched up. No really breakouts. It's balanced scoring, really.
Mikey Johnson for IU East has 17.
I'm looking at Shawnee. 11, 11, 10, 10, 9, 8, 8, 7. It's kind of bunched up. That's Shawnee ball. They spread it around.
These numbers actually really reflect the averages. Shawnee State's leading scorers have 11.7 points per game, 11.4, 10.1, 10.1, 9.9. That's what we're seeing. Now, all the individuals might not be lining up correctly, but
as long as we're talking about averages, I want to give a shout out. Trey Beard watched.
Oh, yeah.
Cleveland State 10-15 on the season right now, but 14 a game.
Great, right? Congrats.
Starting for the state.
Awesome.
Yeah, like to see him do well. and down. Billups. Top to Moore. Landers. Step back three. No, there's Moore spotting for three. No, missed again. Rebound Keontae. Caleb Moore has gone cold. Thank you very much. He hit a couple long-distance threes.
He did.
And he was feeling it. Now he's missed probably at least his last 4 or 5 shots.
Says he's 2 of 6 right now from the three-point line. 10 points overall.
Speedy. Yes, from the left side. Shawnee up by double digits for the first time tonight, 73-62. We're at under 2.5 to play. Mikey Johnson. This is Landers. All the way in, kicks it off, and there's Mikey Johnson down the back.
I think they're going to get Jason on that.
Yeah, they have to get Jay Steele.
I heard a slap.
I believe. Yep. Jay Steele probably can pick up the foul. Good goal by Mikey Johnson. So it's back up to a 9-point game, 73-64, and a free throw coming to Mikey Johnson. There's Jewell coming back in for Tolbert. And that's the 4th foul on Jason Steele.
Update on the women. Shawnee State's leading with 3:46 to go.
Okay.
I'll go Bears. Need this one. Mikey Johnson hits the free throw. It's an 8-point game, 73-65. Not sure they got a wet spot on the floor. They're going to get that mopped up real quick here. To play. Shawnee by 8. Payne. Jay Steele on there. Tried to lay it up for Keontae. Gets knocked away. Good play. Defense by the Red Wolves. There's more. Down low to Jewell. Off glass. Yes, and he's going to get the and one. And that's going to get Jason Steele out of the game, I believe.
Yeah, it's going to be his 5th.
Jason Steele is done. Under 2 to play. That's going to Red Wolves within 6. They're going to have a free throw. Darion Mayo is going to come in for Steele, and Tony Webb Jr. looks like he's ready to come in.
Jason's going to end the day with 11 points, 5 rebounds, and an assist.
They were just up by 11.
The last time that the Shawnee State Bears fouled out.
Oh, it's gotten a little tighter. The board. Amadou off for 3. No, can't get it to go. It's going to go out of bounds and back to IU East. 1:42 to play. Bears by 5. We're just up at 11. And you thought maybe they were starting to get it, but credit IU East. They have played tough all night.
Well, they had a lot of and-one opportunities. I think they
have
2 possessions.
And they've converted off of those free throws as well.
Moore for somewhere to go. Landers, Moore, Billups. Billups looking for somewhere to go. Jewell working down off glass. Can't get it to fall. Rebound. Moore up. He can't get, but there's Jewell for the lay-in. And it's a 3-point game with 1:08 to play. DeBoard, under a minute to play. Shawnee by 3. This is reminiscent of the last game we played with them, guys.
It is.
It's reminiscent.
Right now,
DeBoard.
IU East is just playing with more energy.
Speedy Payne looking for somewhere to go.
6 on the shot
Keontae thought about spotting for 3. Now spots for 3. Keontae, no. But there's Mayo for the rebound. Up off glass, no. Gets taken away by IU East with 30 seconds to go.
And he stopped playing.
Mikey Johnson, and stolen away by Amadou Ah. Shot clock off. That's clutch. They are going to have to foul. It's a 3-point lead for Shawnee. Mikey Johnson, no foul yet, and there's the foul against Landers. Bears are in the bonus. That'll be foul number 9, I believe. It'll be the 1-and-1 coming to Speedy Payne.
Right now, the Bears as a team are shooting free throws at a 53.8%. They are 7 of 13 on the night.
17.9 to go. Jewell out. Tolbert in. Speedy Payne can make this a 2-possession game with a free throw. First free throw up, and it's a 2-possession game. It's Bears by 4. And a timeout on the floor by IU East with 17.9 to go. 74-70 Shawnee State. Shawnee women up 10 with just under to go. 82-72 Bears with 1:59 left in the game over in Richmond.
And 13 blocks in this game. 8 for the Bears, 5 for the Red Wolves.
This will be, if this holds on, this will be a devastating loss for IU East because they would fall to 3-10. They need to at least get to 6 wins to have a chance for the tournament.
I mean, they're going to fight with everything that they have.
West Virginia Tech sitting at 6-6, so they've got their work cut out for them. And I don't know how they work out on tiebreakers, but they've got their backs against the wall. Back to action. It's, again, 2-possession game. One more free throw coming to Speedy Payne with 17.9 to go.
And the student section is on their feet.
One more for Speedy. Comes up short. IU East still alive. Billups to Moore. They're passing it around. There's a 2-possession. Billups trying to get a 3. Can't get a shot off at all. It's stolen by Mayo, and that's going to be it. Mayo's going to be fouled by Moore, and that's going to do it. Jerion Mayo read that pass all the way, got the steal, and get the foul down. So this is Bears are going to escape and put this one in the books. Up two possessions. They are now in the double bonus. Jerion Mayo gets 2 free throws with 5.1 to go, and Shawnee up by 4.
Well, they had enough time to where they could go for it, too, and foul, but they
were trying for the 3, and they couldn't get an open look.
They couldn't get anything.
They could not
get a look. Credit
Shawnee
Shawnee State defense on that
Absolutely.
because they shut down absolutely any option that IU East thought about.
Shawnee by 5 with 5.1 to go. Mayo, second free throw, also good. Shawnee by 6. There's Billups. It's going to be academic now, unless there's a 6-point shot in their lineup somewhere. There's Landers for 3 from the wing. No! And Shawnee will escape this one, 76-70.
All right, well, I will go ahead and give some final statistics. Shawnee State's going to win this one 76-70. The Red Wolves shot 35.5% from the floor, 22 of 62. From 3, 37.5%. 6 of 16, and from the free throw line, 90.9%. 20 of 22. The Bears shot 45.3% from the floor, 29 of 64. From 3, 36.4%, 8 of 22. And from the free throw line, 58.8%, 10 of 17. The Red Wolves turned the ball over 16 times, and Shawnee State had 20 points off of those turnovers. The Bears turned the ball over 13 times, with IUE scoring 10 points off of those turnovers. Shawnee State out-rebounded IU East 36-33. Both teams with 7 assists. The Bears with 8 blocks, the Red Wolves with 5. The Bears with 10 steals, the Red Wolves with 4. And then some leading scorers for the day. First for the visiting IU East Red Wolves, Mikey Johnson with 20 points, 6 rebounds, and 2 assists. Jewell with 15 points, 8 rebounds. Tolbert with 11 points, 4 rebounds. Maurer with 10 points, 4 rebounds, and an assist. Landers with 8 points, 3 rebounds, and 1 assist. Billups with 6 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists. And then for Shawnee State, Jerion Mayo, 12 points, 5 rebounds, and an assist. Speedy Payne, 11 points, 2 assists. Amadou All, 11 points, 6 rebounds. Jason Steele with 11 points, 5 rebounds, and an assist. Reese DeBoard, 9 points, 5 rebounds. Keontae had 8 points, 8.
We'll let him get wherever. We're
One
not on
second.
We're not on camera anyway. We had some technical difficulties. Whatever headset he gets,
If that one doesn't work, I'll give you mine. Mine works.
See what it look like.
Can you hear me okay, Coach?
Yeah, a little bit. Can you hear me?
Oh, yeah.
We got you loud and clear.
Okay.
Congrats, Coach.
Coach Limas. A little bit to talk about tonight.
Tough one.
IU East gave you everything they can handle. They're fighting for their lives. They gave you everything you can handle.
Yeah, I mean, you're everybody's top game and biggest game of the season. It's just you're gonna get the best shot every game. Credit to my guys. Credit to my assistant coaches. Big time win. With this win, we are now the East Division champs.
Yep.
So big time. Our first goal was to win the East Division championship. So proud of my guys. Happy. First goal is out the way.
Coach, overall assessment of the game, not your best effort.
Yeah.
You gutted this one out.
Yeah, I mean, you got to find a way to win. I mean, it's college basketball. I mean, everybody sees, we're now 13-0 in the league. So, they know they have to come out and play. So our guys is just, we had a couple guys that were sick today. So we just looked a little sluggish. I don't like how we looked today. But we just find a way. You always got to find a way. So guys made some big-time plays coming out and playing. I think Trevino, Glover made some big-time plays for us today on the defensive end, hit a big three. Keontae Williams hit some big shots down the stretch. I mean,
yes.
Jason Steele, always, steady. Had a really good game. Amadou All played some huge minutes and speedy. Tyrion Payne made some huge plays for us as well.
I'm going to play Homer a little bit. I thought a couple of fouls against Jay Steele were cheap.
Yeah. I mean,
I'm sorry. I'm coming to play the Homer. I thought a couple of those were cheap fouls.
It is what it is, man. It is what it is. I mean, I think we play every game. It's like this. There's nothing new to us.
Right.
It is what it is. We just play through. Not complaining about anything. We just play through adversity, and, we try to figure out how to win games.
Yeah, you couldn't pull away from them. You got up by 11, but they kept coming at you.
They fight, man. They're a really, really talented team. Their record is a little different kind of how they really are. But they're a really talented team. Have some guys that can really shoot the ball. They score a lot of points. I mean, they had a really good non-conference. They just struggled this year. It is what it is. But we just fought through, and we know every game's going to be hard. When we talk about all the time where we're the hunted. So I'm happy for my guys. We're champions, East Division champs. So I'm happy. Nobody can take that away from this team right now. The biggest thing about this team, nobody believed in the guys that I brought in. A lot of people said that they were bad guys. So for us to stick together and stay together through everything and win something special, I'm happy for these guys.
Coach, you've mentioned this several times. You get brought together a bunch of guys who haven't really experienced winning.
Right.
And now Saturday, you're playing for a championship.
Yeah.
How does that feel? How's that sinking into them? Has that sunk into them yet?
It's big. I mean,
you can enjoy this one for a little bit, but
I mean, I don't think they even understand it. It is what it is. I mean, that's not our ultimate goal.
You've been listening to the internet voice of the Shawnee State Bears, Shawnee Sportsnet. Shawnee Sportsnet is a production of the Sport Management Program at Shawnee State University in Portsmouth, Ohio, in cooperation with SSU Athletics. Thank you for listening.